Hello, everyone. I'm Sue Fortunato-Esbach, Director of Regulatory and Sustainability at Ascent, with a quick update on the EU RoHS Directive. The European Commission has now published the final delegated directives for the PAC 22 lead exemptions in the official journal of the EU. We have been waiting for these exemptions for several years, and the key point is 4 exemptions have been revoked or partially revoked, and the rest only have a validity period of 18 to 24 months. Exemption 7A and 7C1 were split as expected. Here's the fast breakdown of the changes. Let's look at the revocations first. Exemption 6A, lead and steel alloys, and 6B, lead and aluminium alloys, have been completely revoked. 6B1 and 6B2 for lead as an alloying element in aluminium have been revoked for categories 1 to 7 and 10 equipment. The transition periods for the revoked exemptions end in either December 2026 or June 2027. The rest of the exemptions have either been renewed and expire on the 30th of June 2027 or renewed and expire on the 31st of December 2027, so 6 months later. Let's have a look at the earlier expiry dates first. For 6A1, lead as an alloying element in steel, as well as 6A2, which is new, lead and batch hot dip galvanized steel. Then we have 6B1 and 6B2. These 2 exemptions have been renewed only for categories 9, industrial monitoring and control instruments, and categories 11 equipment. These 2 exemptions have been revoked for the other equipment categories. Then we have the new 6B3, which is an alternative to 6B1 and 6B2. That's lead as an alloying element in aluminium casting alloys. However, the caveat is that the lead must stem from lead-bearing aluminium scrap recycling. And this exemption is valid for categories 1 to 8, 9, other than industrial monitoring control instruments, and 10. Then we have the commonly used or widely used 6C, copper alloys containing lead, 7A, lead and high melting temperature type solder, and 7C1, electrical and electronic components containing lead in a glass or ceramic other than dielectric ceramic incapacitors. Then let's have a look at the 31st of December expiry dates. These are the new sub-exemptions split out under exemption 7A, which are numbered 7A1 to 7A7. And these cover 7 very specific application areas for lead and high melting temperature type solder. Then we have 7C2, lead and dielectric ceramic incapacitors for a specific rated voltage. And we have the new sub-exemptions split out under exemption 7C1. That's 7C5 for lead and glass components and 7C6 for lead and ceramic components. Again, here, as with 7A1 to 7A7, these are very specific application areas, which adds to the complexity for manufacturers. And in terms of the renewal applications, the deadlines are coming up really quickly. For the exemptions expiring in June 2027, the deadline for renewal applications is 1 month from now, the 31st of December 2025. And for the exemptions that expire in December 2027, the deadline for renewal applications is the 30th of June 2026, so roughly 7 months from now. The umbrella projects, of which I'm one of the vice chairs, will continue with renewal applications for some of the exemptions expiring in June 2027 as planned. So why should this matter to you? If you manufacture electrical or electronic products for the EU or supply components into those products, it is essential that you know which RoHS exemptions your products or your component suppliers depend on. With the revoked exemptions, expiry dates less than 2 years out, and the split into complex sub-exemptions, not knowing could lead to parts obsolescence, production disruptions, or losing access to the EU market. If you need help assessing exemption use in your supply chain, we are here to support you. Thanks for watching. More updates coming soon.